Hello, this is my video for the blood bank assignment. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my patient EDTA and I'm going to spin that down in a centrifuge to separate the red blood cells from the serum. So I'm going to do that real quick. Perfect. And then I'm going to aliquot off the serum cells into my test tube right here. That is pre-labeled, that just says the serum, the patient serum. Put that off, and now I just have only red blood cell in this tube. So now I'm going to make my 2 to 5 red blood cell suspension. So I'm going to take about an inch of the just red blood cells and put them in here, and then take an inch of my saline solution and put them in here. And then I'm going to mix it up together to get that perfect red vine color that indicates 2 to 5% red blood cells, which it looks like it is perfect. So this is labeled 2 to 5% for my patient, and then I have my serum right here. So now I'm going to get all of my tubes for my patient, and I'm going to label them all. So I have my anti-A, my anti-B, my anti-D, my RH control. Right here's my RH control. And then I have my reverse type right here, reverse A and reverse B. And then I'm also going to get my screening cells. So I have my screening cell 1, my screening cell 2, my screening cell 3, and then my auto control for my patient. And these are all labeled with my patient's information. Okay, so first I'm going to get all the clear constituents and put them in to the respective test tubes. So, and 2 drops of the serum to each one. That's to the screening cells and to the reverse. So I did that, and then I'm going to get my antisera A, my antisera B, and my antisera D, and then my auto control clear constituents and put those in. And that's just 1 drop to each. All right, so now I'm going to mix them up and just make sure that I see everything went in there for the clear constituents. Okay, so now I'm going to get my patient 2 to 5 red blood cell suspension and then add them to the respective tubes, which is my forward type. So I'm going to do that, and I'll do just 1 drop to my forward type. And then I need to do the screening cells, screening cell 1, screening cell 2, screening cell 3, and then the auto control, I'm going to add another drop of my 2 to 5, my patient's suspended cells to that, which is, this is my auto control. And then for my reverse type, I'm going to do A1 cells and B cells to that. So add just 1 drop to those. Okay, so now I'm going to add my enhancement media, which today I'm using Liss, and I'm going to add it to my screening cells, and then gently mix all that together. Then I'll take my screening cells and I'll go ahead and incubate them for 15 to 30 minutes. And then for these, while that's incubating, I'm going to centrifuge these at an immediate spin and read the reactions. Okay, so I just centrifuged those, and I'm going to take each test tube out and look at it under the viewer, and then as soon as I see the reaction, I'm going to write it down for each of those. Okay, so I just did that for all of my screening cells, and it looks like he was an A positive, because the RH control came back how it was supposed to, and my timer just went off for my screening cells. So I'm going to take those back, and I'm going to do a wash cycle on all of these. So I'm going to fill it up all the way, and then I'm going to spin it down 3 times. So this is my 3rd time, and so I'm going to dump out the saline, and then to get a dry button, I need to, while it's upside down for the 3rd time, pat it on my paper towel to get that dry button. I'm going to do that to all of my screening cell tubes. Okay, these screening cells also were incubating at 37 degrees Celsius in the heating block. So now I'm going to read the reactions because I have my cell button. So first I'm going to add my AHG, which today is going to be poly-specific because I was using Liss. So I'm going to add my AHG, mix them up, do a gentle mix, and then I'm going to centrifuge them for an immediate spin so I can read reactions. So, they're done spinning. I'm going to look at each one under the viewer, and then concurrently write it down while I'm reading the reactions. So, screening cell 1, 0, 2, 3, and then my auto control. And since they were all macroscopically negative, I'm going to look at them under the microscope as well, just to check on them. So, under the microscope. So these all came back negative. So now I'm going to do my check cells just to make sure that AHG was working. So I'm going to add 1 drop of my check cells to each one, mix them together, do an immediate spin, and then make sure that there's clumps in every single one. And it looks like it was.